Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I hope that all of you amazing ladies are doing well. Welcome back to Life in Your Closet. I'm your host, the one and only Empress Bey. And let me tell y'all, listen, today is our 10th live episode. How do y'all feel about that? I've been with y'all 10 weeks, probably a little bit longer, but about 10 weeks in my closet, preparing my closet, as y'all can see, continuing to get it together, continuing to get it well, and just I am scooting over. I'm continuing to get it well and grow it and really make it creative, make it full of abundance, make it full of life, full of loving myself freely every day. And I've been very transparent with y'all. I have been very open with y'all and just giving y'all a lot of good stuff. I've healed myself a lot from this podcast and doing this, and it feels great. Today feels really great. So let's hop into the word of the day before we get started on today's topic. The word of the day today is abundance. Abundance. When you amazing ladies and women think of abundance, what does it make you think of? What does abundance really truly mean to you? Abundance for me means I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm living my life to the extreme fullest. I'm walking in and operating in my gift. I'm walking more and more towards my purpose every single day. I'm loving myself freely every day. And the plethora of prosperity and greatness and excellence and kindness and compassion, just all of those amazing things that you can think of are coming my way. They are already here in the frequency. And so that's what I mean when I say abundance. Are you living abundantly? Are you living to your fullest potential? Are you walking in a graceful space to be able to receive all the amazing things that you are promised, that you are supposed to receive? What is your gift? What is your purpose? Are you operating in that? Are you peaceful in your mind, body, and spirit? Are you harmonizing with the pathway and the frequency that you are destined to be on? Or are you allowing things to come into your life to disturb you, to distract you, to put you on a place of detouring? Because anytime you allow something to come into your frequency and distract you, you become closer and closer to diverting from your purpose. Not taking a detour, but diverting completely away from your purpose. And that's not why we were placed on this planet. We were placed on this planet to live to our fullest potential, to live in abundance, to be able to receive the health, the wealth, the amazing things that were promised to us as our birthright. And so that's the word of the day. It's abundance. I'm walking into abundance. I'm living in abundance. I'm not allowing anything to distract me anymore. I'm not allowing anything to, put me in a place and put me in a position to where I'm not operating in my gift. I'm continuing to walk in purpose with purpose and know that as Empress Bay, I'm living and loving myself freely every single day, because that's what life in your closet is all about, loving yourself freely. So let's get into today's topic. Are y'all ready? Are y'all excited? Let's talk about it. Why is loving yourself freely every day so important and so vital? So when I think of that, I can't even believe that I actually made that a topic. Oh, that's a good question. It's definitely an in-depth question. So hopefully I'm able to answer that for y'all, because the biggest thing that I want all of you amazing ladies to know, and I know some men watch this as well too, loving yourself freely every day is you unapologetically loving yourself, flaws and all, literally, flaws and all. Closet not completely finished, maybe no face and makeup, ladies. Literally, that's what loving yourself freely every day is about. Being transparent, allowing yourself to go through those dark moments, and allowing yourself to be honest about those moments and say, I'm in a season, I'm in a moment. And so with that being said, this whole season has definitely been a challenge for me. This has been probably one of my most challenging seasons, excuse me. I can't talk on this Wednesday. And for a couple of reasons. So I've faced and had a lot of challenges come my way and come in my life. And it has nothing to do really with health or with finances. We all go through those things, especially as entrepreneurs. If y'all are entrepreneur like me, then you go through those seasons of, I don't know how I'm going to do this. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about purging. I have been in a season of purging friendships, relationships, purging business partnerships, and purging toxic habits. And it has not been easy. It's been a challenge. It's been a challenge. And you know what's so funny? So Angela A. Love Lewis, she's one of my producers, along with Terry Hicks. I love them so much. I sent her a message the other day because I wanted her to really feel my season. She's a grown woman. She can feel me. I can't lie to her. I can't say nothing to her and she don't already feel because she has spiritual discernment. So I'm sure she probably could already tell, but I just sent her a message and said, man, how do you keep from being hurt from people? Like, give me some advice. Like, give me something. She's an empress. Stop having expectations. You have to release expectations of people. And at first I was like, yeah, I hear what she's saying. But so then I was on Instagram scrolling and TD Jakes had the same message. Listen, I mean, it was very similar. Basically, it was like a reel. And what he said was, you have to not have expectations of people. And he said, you have to understand when somebody shows you who they are, that's who they are. He said, so I don't get mad. I don't get hurt when people do or say something because I didn't have no expectations. And for me, I was like, okay, I'm starting to really understand and feel it. And, yesterday and last night, I was really reflecting. I was really reflecting on this season and, coming up to the season finale and really understanding my purpose and my process. And, these last weeks, y'all have been with me and just going through all the things I've been going through and just, trying to hold back on this podcast. But today was one of the most perfect days to really, really, dive into why I've purged a lot of relationships. Now, because I'm not that type of person, I don't have to say names. I don't have to go into specific details because when you purge and you release people out of your life, you're not supposed to cut them off. You are supposed to release them with love. You're supposed to release them from a place of peace and understand that, just because we're ending this relationship doesn't mean I have to, wish you harm or have, bad thoughts about you or anything like that. That's what made it so difficult for me. A lot of the people that I had to release were, first of all, it was ordained by the Most High. Listen, I've been waiting to say that. I've been waiting to say that. And guess what? To some of the people that I released, if you are watching this podcast, I'm not mad at you. I don't hate you. I wish you nothing but love, success, the best, because you still deserve it. Just because we are not talking doesn't mean I hate you. Just because we are not talking doesn't mean I no longer love you. What it means is we no longer served each other anymore. We no longer served each other on each other's pathway towards our purposes. You no longer can be in this next season of my growth. And please, by any and every means, don't feel obligated to call, to text. It's okay. Trust me. And so as I was going through that process and just reflecting and just understanding, I shed a lot of tears, but I also had some smiles and some laughs because again, I didn't cut anybody off. I just purged, went through a purging season, purged habits, because a lot of The relationships that I let go, there were things that I did wrong too, that I could have fixed, that I could have did right. And that's why I'm in therapy. That's why I've been in therapy for the last 18 months, because I'm working on myself, because I'm loving myself freely every day. And I understand that sometimes I'm the problem. The other person is not always the problem. I'm the problem at sometimes too. But when the Most High, let me tell y'all something, and this is not necessarily a religious podcast, but listen, when you tuned in with your spirit and you make decisions from a spiritual place, you'll start feeling that. You'll start overstanding that. You'll start really walking into a journey closer and closer towards your purpose. Just like I said, the word of the day was abundance. You'll start receiving abundance. The Most High told me to cut ties, to release specific people. Listen, specific people, and it hurt. It hurt, ladies, because yes, as women, we want women relationships, especially if we have been friends with females for a long time. These were not just people that I was just cool with on social media. These were true, compassionate, loving relationships. However, I am really big on tuning in with my spirit. And when the Most High said, no, these people don't belong in your season, some of these people were jealous. Like, that shit hurts. Excuse my language, producers, but that hurt. Come on now. Like, I'm friends with you all this time and you jealous of me? No, seriously? This ain't even this closet that I'm in is not even my dream closet. Y'all have not even saw what the Most High is really about to touch and do in my life. And if you were jealous and you were supposed to be my friend, and the seasons of what I've been through, and you know how hard I've worked and what I've been through in my life, and some of the illnesses I've been through, like my illness, how hard it's been for me with my kids, and you were supposed to be a friend, but you jealous? I can't. I can't have that. Or you're not forgiving me for certain things that I've done, but you're not saying that to me. See, again, when you tuned in with your spirit, nobody has to tell you these things. See, that's that's how you know you're really loving yourself freely every day, because when you're tuned in with your spirit and these messages start coming to you from the Most High, then you looking like, seriously? Is this crazy right now? No, you're not tripping. Those messages you're receiving are real. So purging is real. I had to look myself in the mirror. I've had countless nights where I've cried in this season. I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about when this podcast started. Literally. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. I'm not talking about 2022. I'm talking about June, July, August, September. In this season, I've shed plenty of tears. I've had to look myself in the mirror and say, Empress, it's okay. It's going to be okay. Because in this season, I didn't think it was going to be okay. There were plenty of times where I contemplated, why am I here? Why do I want to be here? If I have to go through and experience this heartache and this pain, and some of y'all may not understand, but some of y'all may not be real enough to look in the mirror and admit that to yourself. That's what loving yourself freely every day is all about. And that's why it's so vital and important. Because when it's time for you to purge habits, when it's time for you to purge relationships, and you holding on so strong and you don't want to let those relationships go, you have to be strong enough in your spirit and your faith and your walk with the Most High that you understand why those purges are necessary. See, I can't judge or anything when it comes to anybody's faith, religion, whatever. I'm not one to do those things. But I will say this, and I stand on these words. If you have that much faith or if you have faith of a mustard seed, that the Most High provide all your needs, because this is what we talk about and this is how we talk and this is the kind of stuff we say. Why would you not purge relationships? Why would you not look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself the toxic traits, the toxic habits that you have that you need to cut loose and let go of? See, that's something I'm speaking from experience, because this is something I had to do. No, I didn't want to do it. No, it didn't feel good. Yes, it still does hurt. But at the end of the day, I know it's for a reason. The friendships that I decided to keep, they're solid. My best friends that I'm close with, that I talk to every other day, whether we text or call, they're solid. They've been solid. It's always been me trying to push them over there, like, okay, but I'm friends with these people, but these people don't even call me. These people are not showing up. These people are not texting, hey, Empress, how are you? How's your kids? How's your health? That's real friendships. When when you can be honest with your friend, when your friend can come to your house, when your friend can show up for you in ways that you didn't know, when your friend can pray behind your back, that's a real friend. I do not want people in my life who can't do those things. No, I'm not sorry. No, I'm not. I'm absolutely not, because my mom and my sister have always told me my whole entire life that I was too friendly, that I let too much stuff slide when it came to females. I always wanted to be around women, females. And it took 37 years of my life to have hurt after hurt after hurt, to get slapped in the face several freaking times for me to finally say, you know what? No, it's time for me to really step my stuff up, to love Empress, to choose Empress first. You can call it what you want, you can say what you want, but guess what? We today, on this day, on this podcast, on my podcast, and I'm more than positive my producer is probably in the background screaming and yelling and just excited because I'm being raw with y'all. I'm being real. I'm loving myself freely in my closet. I'm showing y'all my authenticity, because there are so many of y'all who have been in my DM, who've been in my inbox, who want to see more of Empress, the raw side, not just the fashionable and stylish side. This is the raw side. This is the side that I don't like to come out, because I know that it can be an unknown thing. It can be a thing of, I might go off on a tangent and say some you know what I'm saying, some stuff, but this is the raw side that so many people have been requesting. So I felt like on this last episode, it was very important to touch on that, to touch on why I purged, why I released certain relationships and certain friendships. Listen, I cut business ties with people too, because one thing I'm not going to do is do business with a shady individual. I don't care. See, the difference between me and somebody else is all money is not good money. And I have 2 kids that I have to feed. So if I feel like you playing with me and you playing with my brand and you playing with my name, in order for me to operate in my gift and walk in purpose, I have to move. Because see, if the Most High don't fix it, if I have to fix it, we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem. See, I walk a certain way. I posture myself a certain way. I talk a certain way. I stay positive and, oh, I'm this girly girl, but trust me, you don't want that other side. So in order for me to operate in excellence and to stay positively postured, I said, we're going to cut these business partnerships. We're going to cut these business relationships. I don't care. And I don't have to speak. I don't have to do any of those things. And those are not bad things, y'all. You have to understand, you are not being negative because you see somebody out at a business event and you don't speak to them. Why would you speak to them? You don't talk to them. It's fake. And to be honest with you, I'm done with being fake and facade and acting like, oh, I'm cordial with this person. No, I'm not cordial. I'm not saying anything. I'm silent. I'm staying peaceful to protect my peace. But the biggest thing I can do as a woman is be corrected. I'll accept feedback from women, from men that are older than me, that are more experienced with me than me, because they may have something that they see like, okay, I used to be like her. Let me give her some feedback so she can release some of that, not necessarily negativity, maybe emotion, maybe anger, maybe disgust, whatever it is, whatever emotion it is. I'm always willing to take feedback from a credible person, though. If you're not credible and your stuff is all over the place, why would I take feedback from you? Absolutely not. I wouldn't, because that's not loving myself freely every day if I take feedback from somebody who's not credible. No. In order for me to take feedback, you have to be a credible person. You have to be someone who I can actually look at and say, okay, they just said this, it makes sense. It makes sense for me. It makes sense where I'm at in my life. It makes sense for me to walk in that divine frequency, to shift, because I'm not shifting for Empress. I'm really shifting for the Most High. The pathway that the Most High has me on. I'm doing this for my kids. I'm doing this for my kids, children's, the generations to come. And so in this season, when the Most High told me to cut those relationships, release those relationships, guess what? The Most High said, release them with love, release them with peace, with positive vibes. It's okay. I know it hurts, Empress, but it's okay. Release those relationships with love, release them with positive vibes. And if they don't understand, either I'll make them understand or something will make them understand. That has nothing to do with me. I'm backed up. And now that I'm live saying it on my podcast, I feel really good. I feel really good about the decision I made. I feel really good about this next season. I'm excited, y'all. I'm so excited because now I feel like the abundance, the wealth, the prosperity, all the things that I've been manifesting, dreaming about, putting on my vision boards for years to come is now going to come. And I'm not going to have regrets. See, at first I was like, oh, I'm going to have regrets and be like, dang, I should have released people years ago. I wasn't ready to release them years ago. This was the perfect season. This was the perfect season. Why this season was chosen, I don't know. Maybe because, I started this new podcast on the We Empower Network. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But I'm not questioning it either. Typically, I'll question some stuff. I really will. But I'm not going to question that anymore because I'm at peace with my decisions and I'm proud of myself. I really thought that I was going to get on here today with y'all and cry and, boo-hoo, because like I said, I really released some important people to me. And I just, it hurts. But I know that, everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to. And I'm so, 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 so excited. I'm so grateful. I am, walking into a place of peace. I'm walking into a place, I'm having gratitude every single day and just continuing to love myself freely every day. In this closet, girl. In this closet. So I want to take a really quick break. I know that I said a lot. I think I need to take a deep breath for myself. So I want to take a quick break. When I come back, I'm going to share some exciting information with y'all. Okay?
This is Tammy, host of The Power Up on the We Empowered Network. Join me every Friday at 12 noon as we discuss news, purpose, and perspective.
We're back. Okay, we're back, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me again and coming back after this commercial break. Oof, listen, I think I'm gonna have to go back and watch this one too. Now, let me tell y'all something. Don't y'all go tagging people. Please don't do that. Please don't tag people because I feel like, again, this, episode and me being transparent was not to be petty or not to be messy or any of those things. It was really to release the burden of feeling like I have to feel down and depressed about a decision that I walked in from what the Most High had me to do. So, any one of y'all who are spiritual, who really trust in the Most High, you understand where I'm coming from and you understand exactly what I'm saying. So, like I said, my hands are washed, like we're good. It's all love, it's all peace, it's all abundance and gratitude. And, you know, it is what it is. But instead of giving y'all an item of the day, even though, y'all can see this cute button down top. I'm wearing it like a cape, really, really cute yellow beret and long earrings, little black top, personal style. Hello, get your personal style in order. I wanted to share something exciting with y'all. Thanks to the We Empower family, We Empower Network family. Um, I have 2 bonus episodes that I'm going to give y'all on this amazing podcast, Life in Your Closet, and they are going to be all about style. All about style, style, style. I know a lot of y'all have come like, okay, can we get some more style tips? I appreciate the DMs desiring and wanting more style tips. I went ahead and spoke with Angela and Terry, and they were okay with it. So I'm excited. So that way, next week and the week after, I want you ladies to join me. I may even bring on a special guest, who knows, so that we can talk about style tips. Send me a DM if you want me to talk about something specific. Otherwise, I'll give you all just some great style tips. You know, who knows? The fall season is coming up, the winter season is coming up. You have New York Fashion Week, Paris, Milan, Italy, LA, just all these Texas Fashion Week is coming up. And so, I mean, there's all kinds of things we can definitely talk about with fashion and style. But so if you want me to talk about something specific, make sure you send me a DM. It's Empress Bey Stylist on Instagram. And make sure you are following me on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to the We Empower Network on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Listen, y'all, we coming with something big. I'm telling y'all, listen, our visionary, Angela Lewis, Ayla, listen, if y'all don't know who she is, you missing out. You missing out. Listen, I told her recently, I said, listen, you a goat to me. Goat, greatest of all time. I follow like people that are goats. I don't like the middleman. I realized that about myself. I worked on that with my therapist. I said, I don't like the middleman. I want to go directly to the source. Angela Lewis is the source. She's like Tyler Perry, Holton Buggs, all these great people. Lauren Messiah, that's my mentor. I got to shout her out. Elijah Bowie. Like, those people are great for me. Coach Rose Smith. I don't need to talk to their assistants and their executives. I need to talk to them. They're in charge. They make the decisions. And so if you're not following her, you're missing out. If you're not following us on the We Empower Network, you are missing out because the amazing big things that are coming, uh, I can't say. I don't want to say too much. Hopefully I didn't even say too much, but listen, it's some major things coming. So make sure you are tuned in. You are following us on the We Empower Network. You're following me on Instagram. I have some content coming for y'all. I'm doing a small, minor social media break, but Just make sure you still follow me, okay? Thank y'all for tuning in. I will be back next week with bonus episode number 1. And thank y'all for tuning in to Life in Your Closet with me, Empress Bey.